Hello, everyone. I'm Allison, and welcome to my weekly meltdowns coverage of Big Brother 24. With me, as always, is Tyler and Miss Jackie, and I'm in a much better mood this week. So I'm going to try to be as positive as I can, as long as neither one of you decide to just end the show like Andrew did last week, which was actually comical because no one noticed. Rory, hello, Rory, B Bean, Dolores, Anelda. Anelda's got to come on this show because she's got
Mhm.
the tea 24/7.
We've got to make that happen soon. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that we didn't have a show on Thursday and slash or yesterday
And
after
hello,
the 2 hour
Dominic. I see
show.
you. Yes.
Because like literally everything in the house has changed. Like even within the past 24 hours. So
Hello,
like
Felicia.
the timing of us doing this show to update and figure out like what's going on could not have come at a better time. And we have a lot to break down. But Jackie, how are you doing? How are you doing? Before we get into the weeds of it all.
I'm glad to be here. Glad to be back. Big Brother's a lot. Y'all tried to tell me this. Big Brother's a lot.
It's
It's a lot.
stress.
It is. We're Survivor. I just want one episode a week, some tea, and then go on about my day. This is
I, it's a lot. Like I've had nervous breakdowns the last 2 weeks. It's a lot.
I
But
It
I
will
is a
have
have to
lot.
extra
say
Xanax tonight, so let's do this.
I love production with the squeaky wheel on Jasmine's little scooter. That is my favorite part of the entire show right now. I can hear that all the time.
That is very Christmas from what 2 or 3
From
years
Big Brother
ago?
19,
Yeah, she broke her
5 years
entire
ago.
side of her body and won a HOH comp with her little squeaky wheel, and it was
Can
a
you believe
running
that was five
competition.
years ago?
Was that 5 years ago?
Can you believe that? Like that
Was that 4 or
that
five
sounds
years
like a
ago?
fever dream. 5 years ago. It was Big Brother 19. This is Big Brother 24.
That was 4 years ago, though.
Weird.
19, 20, 21, 22. You're right. That never
Spooky.
happens.
Yes, I all sense of time has been lost forever. But and same can be said for these house guests here. So where we left off was Pooch was maybe going home. We weren't sure quite yet. Surprise, Pooch ended up getting evicted 12-0. So
The look on his face. Listen, I'm the casual this week. The look on his face was like I loved it. I was like, yes, yes, you are going
yes.
home. You
So I
mastermind,
mean,
you.
classic example of don't throw yourself on the block and super confident that things are going to work out the way you want them to, even when you are like so sure. I feel like Taylor was like a pretty safe bet to go against on the block and
Hmm.
probably make it out alive. But it's all about how you present that idea, right? If you go in there and say like, I feel totally safe, like I'm the mastermind, I'm willing to like be the leader and like take one for the team, go up on the block, risk my life, potentially fall on the sword. Well, you did fall on the sword by a 12-0 vote, my fool. So to
You
that, I say, good riddance. It's your own damn fault, and you reap what you sow in the Big Brother house.
I
now
wish
I
I had
heard
his confidence.
Yeah, his
Man,
confidence is something to be admired.
I can't relate to
But I mean, I heard one thing and I saw another on the show, and we'll get to all this, but I just want to go into it real quick, guys. This is a spoiler live feed and episode recap. So if you don't want to know what's going on, this is your opportunity to leave and then come back because I don't want to hear about it. But I'm in a positive mood today. So go ahead, bring it.
Yeah, and so according to Jasmine, you're about to get served a big old plate of blindside butter beans, which I didn't even know butter beans was like a real thing. I had to Google it, and it
What?
comes in a can. Is that correct?
Listen, here's the thing. She's so annoying. I'm Southern and she annoys me. I can't deal with it. Like, I understand people who hate me now and can't watch this show. I'm like, I
No,
get
but
it
you are
now. I get
not
it.
like you are like
No.
fun Southern. Like Jasmine is like
Is she like is country a negative? Is that a negative
No,
association? No, okay. Because
no.
I think of Southern Belle when I look at you and I think of you, Allison. But for Jasmine, I'm thinking country. Like
This is country. I have an outhouse next to my trailer in the
Yeah.
woods, and I've been homeschooled by grandpappy and shit.
But she's an
I mean, I'm
entrepreneur.
sorry, no offense to anyone with outhouses or trailer, but it is what it is. I've lived in one. I'm not judging. I'm just saying it's
Oh God, she is like I think like she's the most intolerable house guest I've experienced in a very, very, very long time. Like Derek F is like kind of on that level, but like Jasmine is just like, and we are still so early in the season too, which is also terrifying to me. Like apparently she's like a production favorite, so like I wouldn't be surprised if she's here for the long haul. And like, go ahead.
Tom said Olympus more consistent than her accent. This is true. I've
Yeah.
heard rumors.
Oh yeah. Well, she was talking about like how production. She was like worried that production was like rigging things for Taylor, and when she was having that conversation to Daniel, I think her southern accent went totally, totally away. It kind of reminds me of like Buck Wild from Flavor of Love, except like the country version of that. You know what I mean? Like that's probably a deep cut reference, but yeah.
Wow. Oh no, I got it. But wow.
So okay, good. I was hoping you had seen Flavor of Love.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm there with you. Oh yeah, of course.
Flavor of Love. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know that her accent was phony. I need to watch these live feeds a little bit more because I haven't caught her yet on all the
phony,
TV
but
edits.
I think production just like really asked her to like ham it up in the diary room for whatever reason.
Yeah, if she gives me one more food reference, I think I'm over it.
You know what I want to hear her say? You know what I want to hear? Oh, yo, I ate so much. I'm so stuffed. I'm tighter than a tick on a 10-day suck.
She was like, I'm happier than a fruit fly in a berry bowl.
I'm like, happier. I'm happier than a buzzard on a shit wagon.
I'm happier than ants and sugar. Is that what she said?
I'm happier than ants and sugar.
What is that?
And to answer Valencia's question, yes, that's my my little girl passed out behind me. She's sleeping. Sort of.
I'm more nervous than a cat, a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
Oh yeah.
I could do this all day.
So after Pooch gets evicted, we go to the HOH comp, and Julie finally announces what this BB Besties twist is. So for those that maybe missed it or need like a recap, so basically what happens is everybody's competing in like an endurance style HOH. Once you're off, you can either take like a seat or become partners with somebody that is already seated. So I kind of wish it was a random draw instead. I think it would have made for more fun dynamics. But I have a little graph up here for what the
Tyler,
besties
you have
are.
to say it like Jasmine did to every single mother on this board. Do you want to pick a Festies bestie, or do you want to pick a table? Oh.
Also, what is a festy bestie? Like,
it's
I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, it's your bestie at your festival.
It's a festy bestie. I kept thinking Fessy bestie. Is this a shout out to Fessy? What are we doing here?
Please no, please God no. Wait, I'm gonna share the screen instead for this graphic so we can see our pretty little faces while we're doing this. But so here's how the besties shaped out. So we had Turner and Jasmine together, and Turner won the HOH as well. Michael and Brittany, Daniel and Kyle, Alyssa and Indy, Monty and Joseph, Amira and Terrence, and much to both of their chagrins, Taylor and Nicole are together. And so basically, like, Nicole has been going around the house saying, I only picked Taylor because I wanted to ensure that she would get evicted. Because so basically how this worked was, I think it was like Nicole, Alyssa, Monty, Amira, Daniel, Jasmine, and Brittany like decided once this twist happened, like, listen, like we're just going to basically do the cookout. Like we're going to stick together. And like everybody has like a pair on the side that like when it's their turn to face the block,
on the block with. Yeah,
exactly. But all of that changed. So basically what happened was the leftovers formed, I believe 2 nights ago. So the leftovers consist of Michael, Brittany, Taylor, Joseph, Monty, Kyle, and Turner. So this is like a new majority alliance, and a lot of people are really excited about this new majority alliance. But I don't have faith that it's going to last too long because I don't trust Turner for a damn second. I don't trust Monty for a damn millisecond. It just can get like I'm worried about Taylor and Brittany here in particular, and Michael. Also, I love that Brittany's name is misspelled on this graphic. Whoever made this, God bless. So they really compare notes here. They tell Taylor everything that's happened in the last 2 weeks. They also tell Taylor that Nicole picked her to basically ensure that she was going to go home. So Taylor is like really up to speed on just like how fake these people have been to her, especially Daniel, especially Nicole, especially Jasmine. So the tables are really starting to turn, and so like so with the leftovers, like I guess the leftovers left out of the leftovers are called the old school alliance, which consists of Nicole, Alyssa, and Indy are kind of like on their own island right now. Amira and Terrence, Daniel, and Jasmine. Turner was able to nominate one pair for eviction. So he chose who was it? Oh my God, Michael and Brittany. I'm really happy for Brittany here because like right before this twist happened, like she was crying to herself saying like I just can't get like a fitting in this game, like nobody wants to work with me, which is kind of her fault because like those loose lips really sink ships. In the great words of Sandra Diaz-Twine, she just like can't keep her damn mouth shut, and it gets her in trouble all the time. We saw a little bit on the show with her telling Pooch that I want to go after Amira, and then Pooch goes right to Amira, right? So like Brittany was really happy to be included in this leftovers alliance, and Michael is so sweet in making sure that like she is like a really good part of this alliance. And then the veto happens. Spoiler alert. Brittany won the veto. So how this twist works is if the veto is used, like both of the pair comes off. It's not just one person that gets removed from the block. And in that instance, the HOH Turner will have to nominate another pair for eviction. So of course that happened, and everybody in this like old school alliance thought that Taylor and Nicole were going to go up, right? Like, of course it's going to happen. Like, Daniel thought so. Amira and Terrence thought so. I don't think Alyssa and Indy were in on the plan either. But, you know, the leftovers stayed up pretty late last night, concocting this plan, like making sure everything was good. And they kept it airtight, which I'm very proud of. Because we got like a proper blindside today when the veto was used and Turner put up Amira and Terrence instead. So now the target is Amira, and I'm pretty sure that's going to go through. Like, I don't really see this changing between now and Thursday. So we're looking at Amira being the third one evicted, and Nicole has just been like imploding on everybody the entire day on the feeds. And I just want to say, you guys, I was right. The preseason, I said Nicole is not it. I'm telling y'all right now, as soon as I saw her flicking her screen onto Derek Levasseur and being like, yes, you're the best player ever, I'm like, we've been new. We've been here before. Don't trust Nicole.
What has she been doing? What has Nicole been doing?
So she's just been like going around the house being like, I can't effing trust anybody in this house, like just like blowing up like in the kitchen, like in front of everybody. Like even so she went out to the hammock and she like it took her like 5 minutes to like get settled on the hammock first of all, which was
hilarious. That's everyone. I can't even get my last on a hammock.
I know, but it's funny to see somebody like fume and like storm over there in that corner, and she like struggles like getting on, and she's like, I just want to sit on the hammock.
Oh, I can so relate to this moment in life. Yes. I can so relate to this.
In my life the past week too, so understandable. But I don't have.
We're in the life hammock as we speak.
Yeah. But like she's like so pissed that like even like Daniel tries to go up to her, and she's like, I just need 5 minutes. I go away. I need time for myself. And so Nicole like really thinks that like Alyssa and possibly Indy are the ones that kind of ratted this out. And Monty like really came to Nicole's shoulder and said like, you know, I'm here for you, even though like Monty was part of the plan. So I I want to give Monty some props for the first time this season. He's playing a double agent a lot better than I thought he would. I still don't trust him, but so that's kind of like where the state of the house is right now. What do you guys think of all this?
Go ahead, Jackie.
Information overload.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's good. I'm glad. I needed all the tea. So I did hear something that Nicole is kind of going off. I think she might have a little bit of cabin fever, and then this twist just makes it that much more spicy, and especially because everyone still has this let's get rid of Taylor thing. Why? Let's just move on from that. It's not gonna happen. Let's just let Taylor go ahead and have her winners edit and stop playing games. Have we seen, is Amira confident that Terrence will go? Is she fine with being on the block, or is she nervous?
Well, because like this season is like started off with like a huge gender divide. And like who said in the diary, I forget who said last night's episode, this is the strongest female cast in Big Brother history. Like, give me an effing break.
Said nobody ever.
Right, exactly. But I'm pretty sure at this stage in the game, like Amira and Nicole think that the girls are like sticking together and maybe getting like Michael to help like vote to save her. So I believe that they think Terrence is going at this moment. That's not happening. And I really I didn't expect Amira to go this soon. I'm a little bummed about it because she's from my hometown, but I think it's a good move here. Like, Amira is a very capable player in this game, I think.
Yes.
And I think she has been the glue to a lot of this like frustration with this alliance. Not in like I would say Amira is probably like the least problematic of the people that have been treating Taylor badly, but I feel like Amira is really good at keeping the people together, like reassuring them, and kind of having this like stealthy boss game that's caught up with her. And I don't think it's like really to her own fault in particular. I think that Nicole and Amira both think that Amira and Terrence were put up as like retribution for the Pooch blindside, which is totally valid. Like, I want to give Turner props here. Like, this is an excellent move for his game.
Yeah.
He was really tight with Pooch last week. He was really left out of all of that. I'm pretty sure he found out pretty last minute that Pooch was going. So I like for Turner to turn around and take out Amira here is very, very impressive to me. So don't sleep on Turner is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, good pick, Allison.
Yeah, listen, don't sleep on Turner. I told you. I said don't sleep on Derek Evlett. Nobody listens to me. I'm reading the chat. A lot of people, there's a lot going on in the chat, guys. I'm reading. Yeah. I'm trying to keep up. Nicole's pissed off because they didn't get nominated because she thought she was going to get a mystical power.
Yeah. Imagine being upset, like that upset that you're not nominated.
I mean, I don't, something that the feeds cut because Nicole was clocking production, and Terrence says Indy is behind the nomination and eviction. Let's see, Dolores said, let's talk about Terrence and his claim to self-evict. What is that about?
I haven't heard that, but like I never take those stories too seriously because like everybody has a weak moment in this house. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like even the Big Brother greats say it like at some point, like I think I just want to go home. So
So let's speculate for a second. What do you think is going to happen? So let's just, for argument's sake, Terrence stays, Amira goes. What's going to happen to Terrence? What's he going to get? Safety for a week?
Yeah, so we can speculate on that because Julie said, like, we will tell you more on Thursday what happens to the person that is remains on the block after the eviction. Jackie, I want to hear your take first. What do you think is going to happen to Terrence?
So I agree and disagree with what you said about Amira, about what she said about what you said about how she feels about Jordan. I think I agree that she is the glue that keeps them together. I think she's also the one that's helping keeping them focused on Jordan. So I think once she goes, maybe there'll be, I don't know, Nicole and Jasmine will probably still hold on to then like really hyper fixate on this Taylor thing. But I don't know why.
Yeah, but I don't get it either. It's so stale. I'm chipping a tooth.
Right. Oh, and, I forgot. And Monty is in there too because Monty doesn't like Taylor very much. But I think Taylor, well, Taylor, I think Terrence, Jesus, all these T's. I think Terrence, Turner, Taylor, Brittany, like, ugh. I think Terrence he'll have to find someone. But everyone's been treating him like the plague. They've been treating him like, are we going to get, once the one person is left, now we'll have odd numbers. So are we still going to be doing this besties twist, or what happens?
I don't
Does
think
he automatically become
Big Brother,
HOH?
Big Brother doesn't know what they're going to do. They didn't know Paloma was going to go. It has screwed up everything. This was supposed to happen a week ago. See, I'm going to be nice. Production is having a meltdown brain fart right now because they do not plan ahead and think clearly. They don't know how to make adult grown-up decisions when it comes to this game, and that's being nice. So they don't know what the hell they're going to do. They're scrambling right now. This bestie festy twist, I don't think existed. I think it just came up. I don't think it was supposed to happen. Or this is so Big Brother 2009 or whenever it was when they did the writer's strike, and it was a Valentine's show they did in February. I can't remember if it was 2008 or 9.
It was Big Brother 9, and it was because of the writer's strike at that time.
Yeah, Big Brother 9. I mean, this is very Big Brother 9 without the romance. Okay?
Well, I love that, like, you remember, like, Big Brother 9 of all seasons. I love that.
Yeah, I love that we have to bring that up too, that the old woman in the room remembers.
No, it's not an
Big
age
Brother
thing.
9.
It's like you love, like the really, like, hot mess seasons, like, get, like, imprinted in, like, the long-term memory in your brain.
God.
But I
The
can't,
guy that
like,
won that season ended up going to prison.
Yes, Adam.
We need to do a rewatch of Big Brother 9.
I was thinking that the other day.
Can talk shit because the guy that won went to prison. It was a thing, not for what happened on Big Brother, but some other stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Listen, Sheila from Big Brother 9 wishes me a happy birthday on Facebook every year.
Does she?
Aww.
Yeah,
she's sweet. She's sweet. Okay, so I agree that it is like pairs like Big Brother 9, but it actually reminds me more of Big Brother 13 when they had the pairs, because it was split like newbies and returnees. So they had like Danny and Dick together, Rachel and Brendan, and Jeff and Jordan, and then like the newbies had to pair up, and that only lasted a few rounds, I believe, until jury. So I think that it's going to work. I think it's going to go 3 rounds total. I think you're going to stay with your partner that whole time, and if you survive the block, what happened in Big Brother 13 was you were given a golden key, which gave you safety until jury when the twist like dissolved, but you could not compete in HOH, and you did not have a vote for eviction, and that like infamously like drove Danny nuts because she wanted to play, but Evil Dick like left for medical reasons. So I think that Terrence is, after he survives this week, I think he's going to be safe until jury, and then I think we're going to stay with these pairs until we get to final 11, which is jury, because that would make a 9-person jury. So that would make this go 3 rounds. And I think that works like logistically in terms of like, say like Taylor and Nicole win in the last round, and it's only like
basically Terrence can be furniture till jury.
Yeah, exactly. But like if veto is used in the last week, like they have the amount right of couples remaining, that it's not going to be a situation where like there's not like an option after a veto, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but this definitely does help Michael and Brittany. I would love it if Taylor and Nicole are stuck together for the whole 3 weeks. That would be a really good TV. And I don't know, but yeah. So that's my prediction. Hopefully we'll get some more clarification on Thursday. But yeah, I am kind of expecting Terrence to be furniture until jury, which is a shame. Because I'd rather Amira stay till jury for the gameplay sake of the season.
Because Terrence is kind of a bump on the law. But Terrence could be doing like Todd Bridges, and his game will wake up once he gets to jury.
Hey, you never know.
Or claim. claimed it. Because we always do that, don't we? Like, I did it on purpose. I was laying low.
I'm not sure I would bet money on that guess, Jackie, but who knows? Maybe. I also do want to talk about Kyle for a second. Kyle is playing a lot better of the game, and he's starting to have like a more active role in the game rather than like just skating by on being like a funny, pretty boy. Like he is definitely, him and Michael, I would say, are like the heart of like the Leftovers alliance, which I wasn't expecting from him. I was expecting Kyle to just kind of like say yes to the alliance, you know, ride it out. But I've seen Kyle do a lot of reassuring that like this alliance is the real deal. And I think his potential showmance with Alyssa is a really good thing for his game, actually, because she is not in that structure. So he has another lifeline to another pair with Alyssa and Indy moving forward. So just in case the Leftovers pulls apart for whatever reason, Kyle has like a much softer landing than some of these other house guests in that group do. So I just want to give him praise for that. He's doing very good.
Whose team is he on?
He's with Daniel, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh wait, no, I meant like in our draft. Who has him?
Isn't he on?
So I have an updated draft for the show finally. So here is.
People were expecting me to have an updated draft the other.
Look at you.
There we go.
Look at that! I lost my Poochie.
Remember preseason when everybody said Andrew had the best team, and now he's gonna be losing his second member on Thursday.
Listen, Michael's the only good thing on his team. Okay,
yeah
I still say minus the final three. I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out. Doesn't that look like the final three to you? These three make it to final three. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Jackie, I love that your team is like 4 very different women in this game with 4 very different objectives and like play styles and stuff. I love that.
I like that they're barely still here.
Yeah. All 4 of them are like, whether it's by
go back to back
or positioning or
right. I see my team very much doing like a back to back, just out all 4 of them at the same time.
Yeah. It's possible. It's happened on our drafts before.
Do you think that they will keep, because I'm looking in the chat, and Dolores says whoever has Jasmine has got it good because that little girl is rolling down to the finals with her squeaky wheel.
Yeah.
I can see it. That's
what they did. Fell off her little bike the other day, and I missed it.
Oh wait, so I didn't get a chance to talk to you all last week. But is there any more information about this controversy about Jasmine when she touched her foot? I missed all of the tea. Yeah, the toe gate.
I'm sorry. That is what Kim and I came up with a new thing last week. I don't know if you watched the show. It's called being dry tipped. Yes. Dry tipped, when it's just the tip and it's dry.
They did a whole like professional like January 6th hearing on it. Like they brought the evidence to the show. You know, they presented it.
This was our January 6th meeting about the tip does count. Yeah. And sometimes it's dry and sometimes we cracked Big Brother. We cracked it and I hate that Andrew hit the end broadcast button because we sat here for 30 minutes and we cracked the code on Big Brother, and that full circle moment came back to the dry tip. The dry tip. And facial expressions. I'm just going to give you those 2. Huh?
Confetti. You're like, let's examine the confetti here. No,
moved.
I think that she did touch the floor.
The tip counts.
I mean, everybody saw it, but did they just give it to her because she supposedly twisted her ankle when she landed on that soft padding when she jumped off?
I haven't talked about this on the show yet. So
you sprained your toe when it hit.
What I think it was that competition where they were like going over like the spinning guitars and shit. I think that was supposed to be the competition between Paloma, Alyssa, and Taylor. And somebody played like a side-by-side video of Alyssa against Taylor to just like a hypothetical, and Taylor did win that. So no matter what, Paloma leaving did not save Taylor, is basically what I'm saying here. Paloma probably would have gone in this competition. But I think that the pie eating contest was supposed to be all 14 or 15 or whatever house guests. Like I think that they just planned to have like a longer table. So when all of that stuff happened last minute, they just put like a wall in front of it and said, all right, we're gonna go to part 2 after. Because like even like the themes of usually the HOH competition is like the same theme, right? Like, and they're going really heavy on this festival crap this year. Like, how are we going from like a rock and roll festival to like a pie eating, like a pie festival?
Like, how did we get to pie eating?
Like that
I'm going to
doesn't.
tell you right now how. Not prepared. Once again, production dry tipping us, and it hurts, doesn't it? It hurts when you get that dry tip. Let me tell you something. There was no pie eating contest. That came up we did this last week. I'm telling you, it came up last minute. They scrambled. They had to figure out something to do for Jasmine because she hurt herself. And I love this right here. Jasmine was complaining that they never told her comps were dangerous. Really?
That's such a Karen, and I'm pretty sure they signed a contract saying like they're at risk for physical injury, and that's on them, not the show.
I mean, you sprained your toe when it hit the mat before the comp was over. Okay, let's just call it what it is. The tip counts every time.
So I like that. That's my opinion on the whole thing. I think that they were just like rushing because like, well, look, if they're doing like 7 rounds of like this comp, like they should have just nixed that whole comp and just done the pie eating contest for everybody.
Yeah,
for
production loves Jasmine.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Anything
we
that
see her in the confessionals all the time.
Yeah, you sign waivers. You're giving up a lot of things, and one thing is personal safety and comfort. They didn't tell you were going to get hurt. Have you ever seen the show? You know what hurts me, Jasmine? Your accent. It hurts my ears. It does.
I did really love Julie's like when Jasmine sprained her ankle, they had to cut to commercial. Like Julie was like, "We'll be right back," and like they stayed on her for like a few seconds with like a panning shot, but she just looked so pissed, and her hair was like such a mess.
I thought I heard. I was waiting for Julie to just mumble, "Lord help me, Jesus." I was like, hurrying these people. Go. It's your turn. Somebody fucking go. I mean, I was just waiting for that to come out of her mouth. I mean, it was so tense.
Every season she does sound more and more agitated.
Yeah.
House guests.
Yep.
Yes, that's you in the house. Pooch.
Poor Terrence is like trying to run to the other side of the backyard to go on like the green platform or whatever. Julie's like, hurry up. We got 5 minutes left.
You didn't win. You can't sit with the winners, Pooch. You gotta go sit with the losers.
As soon as she announced like Jasmine and Terrence were doing a round together, I was like, as soon as I saw that pairing, I was like, there's no way we're finishing this live in the show. This is gonna take the rest of the show, and then it did.
They were thrown for such a loop that they couldn't figure out a way to come up with a competition that ended with having this was what we got to go to a round 2. That's a pie eating contest. When have we ever had pie eating contest?
When have we ever had porta potties that shat blue stuff all over people?
I'm gonna tell you something. There's a lot of former Big Brother people that need to be in a porta pot with blue shit back on them. I'll tell you right now. And I bitched the whole time. I said this would have been the season of Big Brother that I got on. And I'm covered in blue porta pot goo. I'm in the pie eating contest. It's terrible. No.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like, so the game has been like cracked like wide open as of lately, but like a lot of people are getting really excited, and I understand that. But just be cautious, you know. Like there's some I don't know, dicey people in this alliance, so it could all go to shit in a week or two, especially if the going gets tough with like these pairs and stuff.
Well, if it goes to shit, another alliance can be born from it, and they can just call themselves the Skid Marks. Because that's basically
Can you list who would be in the Skid Marks?
This is the human centipede of alliances. Like every alliance is birthing another alliance. It is just nuts. Like I can't keep up with who is in what And the left who? I don't even know what's going on. I can't keep. I'm so
Yeah.
confused.
It's a mess.
That's what it is. I want an alliance called the Human Centipede. That's going to be my alliance, the Human Centipede. We're the Human Centipede.
I think a lot about what my alliance name would be, and I still
And I'm the head
have a good one.
of this hobby. What?
I am just like very stumped on what I would want my alliance name to be if I were ever on Big Brother, which is never going to happen.
What is your name?
No, I don't have one. I think about this a lot because like I know like how much people like judge like alliance names. I will say that like the Leftovers I think is a good alliance name. Reminds me of like the Sloppy Seconds from BB Can 2.
The Leftovers isn't even a sloppy second. Like, what is let's like? You're not even a sloppy second. Like, nobody even wants to mop you up. Nobody even wants to mop you up with the last biscuit.
I'll be honest though. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Leftovers. Like in general, like I feel
I'm
really
not
weird about
pizza.
like yeah. Pizza's fine, but like I don't know.
I can do it for one day. Then after
Yeah.
that one day, I'm like, well, it's in the freezer or in the trash. There's only two places for it to go.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for Jasmine during a competition when she's ahead and she's winning and she just blurts out, "Oh, somebody put some butter on me, y'all. I'm on a roll."
Oh God, I don't have anything to contribute to that. That is perfect.
I've just got to say, Turner is. I'm impressed that he stuck to the guns and he stuck to the plan. And Taylor and Nicole are not on the block. And I just hope, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Amira was in the Mean Girls picking on Taylor. And I think this karma is a boomerang. Quoting Big Brother from, I don't know, before the double-digit days. If karma's a boomerang, I will see you sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah.
Do you know what season that was from?
Wait, say it again?
Do you know what season that was from? If karma is a boomerang, I will see you sooner rather than later.
I don't remember what that's from. BBOTT?
It was I said before the double digits. It was like, that's really old school Big Brother.
I don't know. Who?
I can't remember either. But I do remember it because I thought it was funny and I used that for many years. So Pigpen Turner doesn't seem to like to shower, apparently.
Oh yeah, I saw like a live feed update with like a screenshot of his like dirty toes, and they were disgusting.
What do you want, man? Does he catch you as a guy that bathes on a regular basis? How are you shocked by this? I'm not.
He's barefoot all the time. Yeah, he's one of those that walks around the house barefoot, right?
You're gonna have dirty feet. Was it All Stars? It was that predate Big Brother 5. It was Thank you, Dominic. It was Big Brother 5 in I can't remember the guy's name, but he was a white guy. He had blonde hair. Yeah. Oh, we miss you too.
Miss you too, Caleb. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Like we'll see how this goes. I'm really excited to see like what happens next week. Like, are the Leftovers going to just like ride this out, or like?
No, they're going to be gone. Know. I'm telling you.
Nicole could win HOH next week. As terrifying as it is.
I think it was Jace or Nurse Will or Jace. I can't remember, guys. It might have been Will. I don't know. Can we Google it? Can someone Google it? Can we?
Don't Google his name.
Huh?
Don't Google his name. Is my advice to you.
Who?
He's not Will from BB5. He's now
Nurse Will. Why?
Star. Yeah.
Why? Now I want to do it. Why?
He's now a gay porn star.
Is he a gay porn star? I wanted to say he was a gay man, but I didn't know if I should.
No, he is. I think he was out. I think he was out and open in Big Brother 5, but not out and open, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it is Will. So yeah. So there you go. It was Nurse Will, but we won't Google that. So coming up Thursday.
Well, Wednesday we have our BS breakdown.
Yeah, Wednesday. Beth, Tyler, and I are doing the BS breakdown for fun, where we just talk about whatever the hell we want. So we can, because we can, and that's it. And then Thursday is the eviction show. I will not be here, but you will be in good hands. I don't know whose hands you'll be in, but they'll be good.
Okay. That sounded very.
We don't dry tip around here. Okay.
No, I think it'll be Andrew and I, and Jackie. Are you going to be there too or no?
That's the plan. That's the plan. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Rory said, and I got to do my Jasmine voice. The leftovers will be gone sooner than the day after Thanksgiving.
I cannot. Oh God, she irritates me so much. I can't do it.
What
But
monstrosity is going to come out of her mouth? That is the first thing I think of when they shoot to her in the diary room, and I got to pause it, and I'm like, what the flip is going to come out of this bitch's mouth?
Do you think
I
there's
is her
really
one
emotionally
cannot handle.
Here, read this one off the paper. Read this one. Here,
Yeah,
read this one.
they're
This one's
feeding
really
them to her. You know they are. Butter beans? Nobody eats butter beans in the South. I just spat everywhere. But
They're at
we
a
say spat.
table at 9:00 in the morning. Okay. What can we have Jasmine say that will annoy the shit out of America? Go.
I can Google it right
Literally
now.
what
Look,
it is.
all you got to do is annoying Southern
Catchphrase.
slang. Oh, here you go. You want to hear some?
Yeah.
You want to hear a couple?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? I don't even know what these. I can't even read these. Hold on. Here you go. No, that they're not even finished. Who is running this? Southern people? Okay. We don't finish anything. We talk about it a lot, but we fit into do it. That's the problem. We always fit into, but we never do it. Just for fun. Bless your heart. Everybody knows that means you're stupid, and move on, maybe. Fixing to, yeah, I just did that one. It doesn't amount to a hill of beans. Personally, I don't say that. It's blowing up a storm. I don't say that either. More than Carter's got little peels. What the fuck does that even mean? Over yonder. I'm waiting for a yonder out of her mouth. That I'm waiting for. She was madder than a wet hen.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, I love that.
She'll say that about Nicole on Thursday.
I reckon they'd be over yonder with the butter beans.
All right.
Full as a tick. I'm full as a tick on a 10-day suck.
Oh, God.
Hold your horses, Tyler. Hold them. Hold them horses. It's coming. He was funny as all get out. Oh, he's no bigger than a minnow in a fishing pond. Heavens to Betsy. Hush your mouth.
No more.
Too big britches. Hold on, there's a couple more. A rooster one day and a feather duster the next.
What?
What does that mean? A rooster one day and a feather duster the next. I guess he's too big for his cock. A doodle doo.
Oh my
All right,
God.
let's end the show.
I'll tell you what. Oh God, I say that.
I tell you what.
No, you said, let me tell you something.
You quit being ugly. You hear me? Let me tell you something about you.
I know that one well.
Let me
All
tell
these
you
are like
something
vaguely
about
familiar to me, having family from Georgia. Like I could see them saying all of these things. Especially being ugly. That like I feel like I've heard that one a lot.
I say that
Yeah.
all the time. Stop being ugly.
Here's
It's
the thing.
ridiculous. Here's the thing. Yes.
Yep, you say
Let me tell you
that, and
something.
let me tell you something. Yep.
This is what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is what really happened.
You know, if they ever casted you on Big Brother, like they would Jasmine-ify you in the diary room. Like they would have you saying this shit.
I wouldn't say it.
I need you to have a book full of things that you're gonna say. Just like this big of a book of just full of your catchphrases. Just
Well, and like how they would get you to do it, Allison, is they would lie and say like, not that you are not likable, but like they lie to people in the diary room about this to get them to say stuff. They'll be like, "Oh my God, Jasmine, like America loves you so much, like." Really lean into that Southern accent. Like America gets a kick out of it. Trust me.
And you know what I would say, Tyler? Do I look stupid, dumb little producers who squirted out of your daddy's penis when I was watching this show 10 years in? You think I don't know what's up? No. Let me tell you something. I'm not stupid. I've been watching this show for God knows how long. I don't want to say it out loud. They don't love this. They hate it. And I'm not going to let you Jasminize me. Okay? It ain't happening.
I'm not going to let you, as a testicle snot, Jasminize me.
A testicle snot. What? Y'all must be drunker than Cooter Brown if you think I'm going to sit here and say dumb shit. You know who Cooter Brown is?
I don't know.
Andy Griffith's show. And the guy that was always drunk in the jail. Do you think production warned Nicole about the threats to beat up Taylor and she made it about her grandma being sick? What?
Oh, yeah. So this is the thing, too. So Nicole was in the diary room. She came out and she was like worried about like how America was perceiving her treatment of Taylor. I think she got some questions asked in the diary room that were pretty guided towards that. So everybody in the house like saw her crying and thought that because she talks about missing her mother, her grandmother a lot or something. So they thought that that was happening. So while Nicole was like talking about like justifying like, no, I'm talking all this shit about Taylor, like she deserves that, blah blah blah. And on the other cam, like Taylor is like praying for like her mother, her grandmother, whoever is like safe and healthy and everything like that. It's just like a really shitty like juxtaposition.
So she's sitting there praying for Nicole's
while Nicole's like justifying talking shit about her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, her mom has cancer. Yeah. So I don't know. Nicole's like, she is something else. That's all
she's stuck up higher than a light pole. That one.
Yep.
You're so good at it.
Be sweating like a sinner in church. She's
sweating like a whore in church.
A light pole.
Isn't it? She's sweating like a whore in church. Isn't that the?
Whores are sinners too.
Whore in church.
Yep.
He could eat corn through a picket fence.
Oh my gosh! And Tyler, I'm so sorry. That was not Allison's pick. Turner is yours. So congratulations on
thank you. Yeah, I was the only one that saw something in Turner preseason, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
It wasn't clean that you saw, right? You didn't see nothing clean.
No.
Nothing hygienically correct.
I saw Matt Hoffman from Big Brother 12 is what I saw. And
okay.
I think he could get there. I don't think he's as smart as Matt, but I think he's as slimy as Matt. So if he can use that to his game sense, I think that's a good thing.
See, I didn't pick him because he looks like he was rode hard and put up wet.
Is that a Southern expression too?
That's another one. You got a whole book. You got to get a whole book of them. And
if the creek don't rise. Oh.
And then just be in the diary room like, which one do you want today?
Let me tell you something. Over yonder. I would never. Oof. All right. Well, you know what? This show's never going to end because I'm going to keep saying this crazy shit. She's a pitchy, a hissy, fit tail on it. What? She's a pitch and a hissy, fit with a tail on it. You know what? You're as worthless as gum on a boat hill.
All right, last one. You get one more.
Oh, hold on. I got to go in.
It's got to be a good. Yeah.
Oh, okay. This isn't the best, but he's so cheap. He wouldn't give a nickel to see Jesus riding a bicycle. I'm so poor I can't afford to pay attention.
I would give a nickel to see that.
Okay, this is the last one.
All right, last
Those
one for real.
pants were so tight I could see her religion.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I got
All
stop.
right.
I got stop.
All right. Well, we'll be back on Wednesday for a BS breakdown, and then Thursday for the live eviction. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we get a new HOH and all that fun stuff. But thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys when we see you. Have a good rest of your night.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye.